Yeah, hello, welcome to this broadcast. I'm sorry, I'm a bit late, like 3 to 4 minutes, but yeah, it was a bit tricky to install that green screen, especially if you're completely unable to do anything with your hands, besides, well, mouse work. Okay, so let's have some fun with some Blitz chess. I hope you're all alright. Had a good Monday. Yeah, in Europe it's already late in the day, but not so much in the US. Let's get going with some games. Going to play some 5-minute on the ICC. I hope all is alright with the broadcast. Some info about that is, as always, welcome. Yeah, I'm going for a Nimzo here in the first game. Don't see any message in the chat that I'm actually live. As usually, it's nice to hear that you actually see me. Okay, thanks for telling me. Yeah, a Nimzo with e3 here. It was a bit hectic here, so I'm glad everything works. I'm transposing to the same-ish. Oh, they retreat to b7. That doesn't happen that often, but it's not so bad. Okay, I'm taking the center. Kind of passive, the setup, but still rather solid. Does black wants to play e5, I guess. Okay, I just play bishop e2. This looks like some kind of old Indian. A million tempi down. Yeah, let's just castle. Do I prepare b4? Yeah, I guess I do, with rook b1. Preparing b4. Yeah, I'm pushing b4. Someone says he's a frequent follower of my channel. Yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, and a good idea. Someone said here, Jairzinho. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Says he registered on Twitch to be able to talk on here in the stream. Yeah, this is a good idea actually. To register on Twitch. You have this chat feature, which is very nice, so you can communicate with other viewers and also with me. Okay, black is setting up to push f5. I don't really mind that so much. I think I can take and play bishop d3. Let's do that. Someone says Twitch chat is nice. Yeah, well, nice. I think it's actually nice to be able to chat. I think that sometimes the kind of communication is questionable. Yeah, with I don't know, choice of words and spammers and whatnot. But in general, I think it's nice that you have the chatting opportunity. Okay, I'm trying to place a knight on e4 here. He will probably play knight f6. No. So do I just play knight e4 here or not? I can also try queen g4 for a queen trade. He has g6, however. Difficult. Or just knight e4. I don't know. I go queen g4. It's an interesting idea. Maybe he takes, which I think is a mistake on g4. Yeah, this is a mistake, I believe. If I get a pawn to g5, he gets there to g4. And okay, I'm overprotecting e4. Someone says, am I camouflaging my rating? Yeah, I think you're right. This looks kind of weird. this is better. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. As I said, the prep time for that chat for that broadcast was somewhat brief. Someone says greetings from Bochum. Yeah, greetings back to Bochum. Someone says, will I do more live streams on my own channel? Yes, I will. Probably tomorrow, actually, will be the next one, but I'm not entirely sure. I have to organize a couple of things. Yeah, white is a bit better here, but winning is a different matter. Especially my e4 knight is nice. I'm behind on time. This is kind of the usual story. How do I really do things? Rook d1 is a move. Yeah, let's do rook d1. Trying to pressurize d6. Okay, he just goes back. I can take b5, c6 and play b5. It's not ideal, but not so bad. Let's do this. And trying to fight for the d5 square. Yes, we had this subject of this background. Everybody prefers the natural background. Yes, I know. ICC wanted me to do that. Oh, he gives me the d5 square. That's nice. So b6. Wow. Have you ever seen worse minor pieces? Probably yes, but not so often. So what now? I need to promote the b pawn. How to do that? If I go b7, he will approach with the king probably. He cannot do much else. b7, bishop d2, bishop a5, this kind of thing. Should be okay. He really cannot move any of his pieces. It's kind of remarkable. This, yeah, but I still have bishop a5. Yeah, I can take. I know I cannot take. I mean, I can, but does it win? I don't see a win here. Shoot. Rook a1, rook b8, rook a8. I'm down to 26 seconds. 16 seconds. Yeah, that's bad, huh? It was such a winning position and I couldn't finish this off. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, when I played b7, I knew that it could be tricky. Yeah, if you have some Twitch problems, just refresh the browser. That's the only way to do it. Yeah, this was remarkable. I mean, how did I screw that one up? Let me check. I don't want to do a big analysis. I just want to check this briefly. Because black was so totally paralyzed that... yeah. But b6, it should win, right? I mean, black cannot move anything. King f7. Bishop d2, king, bishop e7. Of course I can take d6, yeah, I saw that, but I knew that I would lose on time then. You cannot, I mean, you have to think about this. I saw this move, of course, but I lose on time that rook endgame. Okay, I'm going for a new game. Someone says I should do a stream to recommend chess books. Yep, I know, that's an interesting idea. I'm thinking about doing that. I would definitely need to announce this, and I also think of doing a stream about general chess questions, like what like opening ideas or whatever, to discuss that. I'm thinking about doing this on my own channel or also here on the ICC. There's a question: have I ever played a game of chance other than poker? Yeah, well, I definitely have played backgammon at some point, but not in any way that I would call it serious. I mean, I even forgot the rules. I couldn't play this game now, but I did this once. I mean, not once. I played this game more than once, backgammon, but it's really on no decent level or any level at all. H3 is a bit uncommon here, but I thought it could be interesting. Just preventing bishop g4s. Yeah, going b4. He goes d4 then. Okay, maybe queen d2. Then g5, bishop h3 is an option. But d4 is kind of annoying here. Okay. I cannot play Call of Duty, no. I mean, I've played this game on my PlayStation, but not here on the stream. So what am I doing now? Maybe, yeah, well, b2 is hanging, huh? What about bishop c2, queen d3? Let's try that. Someone says that he finds the Everyman books of varying quality. Well, I have produced this my book here on the Nimzo and Bogo for Everyman, and in general, I have to agree. Yeah, there are good books and not so good books. And I think this is probably not something exclusive to Everyman. I think that many publishers, they have a varying level of quality. For example, if you take someone like New in Chess, they have produced some great books, and also some books that, well, are kind of, yeah, mediocre. Let's call it like that. So he's going for d4. Yeah, not great here, this position. Especially my queen there. Let's go back. Queen e6. What is he doing? He wants to go d4, and then I don't know what he wants to do actually. Let's double. Yeah, someone says quality chess is always high quality. Yeah, that's probably true. They have the odd not so great book, but it's still pretty good. They are pretty. Their name is pretty much justified. I will do more bullet tournaments, yes, on Lead Chess or wherever they have bullet tournaments. Someone says they're stuck at 1500. What should you do? Well, besides the very egoistic recommendation of hiring me as a coach, you can do many things on that level to improve. But it depends a little bit on your skill set. Something very useful would be definitely to work on your tactics. Yeah, doing regularly tactics exercises is a useful thing, actually, for everybody. Yeah, I'm activating my pieces. It's pretty drawish here. I actually offered a draw. I didn't really see that. Now we agreed, and that was pretty boring. I didn't get anything out of that opening. Yeah, someone asked why you shouldn't ask about Lead Chess on an ICC stream. Yeah, the Internet Chess Club and Lead Chess are competitors, so it's somewhat clear that this shouldn't be an advertising platform for another server. Someone asked, what about Svidler? Am I impressed with his play? Yes, really, yes. I think a very good job, especially considering, I mean, it sounds a little bit weird, but what am I doing here? I'm black, right? Let's not play e5. This is really not good. c5. I'm especially impressed with his play, considering that I mean, Svidler is about my age. Yeah, he's from 1976, I believe, so 2 years younger than I am, and this kind of event is super stressful. Yeah, I mean, just yeah. Think about this, all the tie breaks. No, it's such a format for young people that someone in their late 30s is not exactly the #1 natural candidate to do well in this, and he is now qualified for the candidates for sure, and has chances to win it for a second time. Yeah, for a second time, really great. Someone asked, do I do private lessons through the internet? Yes, I do. That's my main job nowadays. Yeah, the main job in this game here is to get the c4 pawn back. Yeah, I want this bloody pawn on c4 and then have a nice position. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to trade this. In the semi-Slav, would I recommend 5e3 or bishop g5? That depends a lot on how much time you have available. If you have lots of time available and like to study sharp and complicated lines, you can play bishop g5. If this is not the case, I would recommend to play e3. It's just a more practical choice. Okay, I'm taking there. He's going to e6, huh? That's not good. How do online chess lessons work? That's pretty comparable to chess lessons on a real board. You meet on a server of choice. Very often it is the ICC. And then you do the communication via Skype. This is usually working nicely, unless Skype is having a global breakdown like last Monday. Yeah, if you are interested in learning about chess lessons, just drop me an email. It's or you can also message me on my YouTube channel. It's my first name, my second name, and then at gmail.com. It should be possible to find me. What about this here? I'm getting that a4 pawn, but he's getting some kind of activity going. I just hope I'm not getting crushed. Rook e7. Yeah, I will take a4 and then try to win with the a pawn. Yeah, Svidler in the World Cup. That's really cool. Yeah, he had a great event. And I think Svidler is actually one of the underestimated players somehow. He won the Russian championship 7 times, which is really unbelievable. And the other thing I don't really understand is what is going on in this position. If I go rook e8, now I can go rook a7. I wanted to give up knight f5. If I go here and then he goes knight e7 and I go king f7, am I mated? I don't see it. h4. Okay. Okay, I push the a pawn. Oh, I overlooked b4 is hanging. Ah, stupid. Stupid. Ah, I just blundered b4 here. But I have, wait, I have rook b8 or rook a4 maybe. Interesting. Yeah, Svidler is qualified now for the candidates tournament in 2016. You can meet on other chess servers for lessons. That's not really an issue. So what now? Rook a4 or what? I need to push this knight away. Yeah, I think I can take here. Yeah, I saw that idea before. I will promote the a pawn. Yeah, it was a nice end. Yeah, the sound of clapping on my head, that's an advantage of the board. Look, you can make many nice sounds. Svidler Carlsen for the World Championships. Yeah, well, Svidler would certainly be an outsider if he would qualify, but yeah, Kayaking or Elyanov is are one of the two will be the other qualifier for the candidates. Okay, I'm playing Lionel or something here from Mexico, right? Yep. So yeah, the Slav exchange, that's not exactly the most inspiring lines, but I have a great score with it. Never lost with it in tournament play, so why not? No, I shave, but if I don't shave, I only have very little hair left, which I felt wasn't really having much point. So I score f3. Svidler's score against Carlsen is not 0-7. Svidler definitely won a game. He won that final round game in the 2013 candidates, in the super dramatic final round. So he definitely has not lost all games. What is happening here? b5 is not on. This is possible though. Yeah, so I can go g4, g5. Is this actually good or not? b5. interesting position here. Is he going b5? Maybe. I don't see a tactic working here. e6. If I take f6, is this a move? I don't know. Yeah, let's develop. Swindler will win in the press conference versus Carlsen. This is probably true, yeah. So what is this? I was thinking I can grab that on g6, but it's not that great actually. Black is certainly fine here. Someone says no mods are on. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need any mods here, right? We are civilized people, or not. So what is this? We have position here with, wow, that's very, very stodgy, but I'll take. Why not? I haven't castled yet. This is a bit. This is supporting the idea of trading. Yeah, usually there is a mod from the ICC. I'm not. I don't have the moderator rights, I believe. Yeah, this position, okay, is this equal? Am I slightly better? Am I worse? I don't know, actually. I know that my bishop there is not that great on g5, but I don't want to move it right there. I'd like to get the knight to d2 maybe. Not sure if that was a great idea, but anyway. b5. Aha, he wants to play knight to c4. That's definitely an option. It's very drawish here. It's a very drawish position. Knight c4, I play b3. Yeah, I go b3, but not so happy about that. Bishop a3 is kind of annoying. No. It's still a very equalish position, but what can you do? Any ideas here with the bishop pair? Rook d1, rook h d1, bishop e1, bishop a5. As a question, what do you say about FIDE recommended book list? Is there one? What is FIDE doing? They now do a list of recommended books. Don't they have other things to do? Like, yeah, installing an ethics commission, which is the weirdest oxymoron ever for FIDE. Someone says, have I got any tournaments coming up? No, not with me playing. The next thing that I'm going to visit is interesting. I'm going to visit the World Blitz and Rapid Championships. Looking forward to that in Berlin. I figured having them in Berlin, I should definitely pay a visit. Especially taking into account that I haven't been to Berlin for ages. Yeah, again, very drawish. Yeah, well, I'm not playing any tournaments myself in the near future. Simply, yeah, it didn't fit didn't fit schedule. I should say you should organize a meetup with channel viewers. Yeah, I don't know, how would that work? In Berlin, I don't know if there are many channel viewers in Berlin. I have no idea. My knight there on d2, that's really not a great piece. Well, really not much going on here. I'm thinking, can I do something here? Probably not, yeah. That knight here can never go anywhere. If I take, I mean, if I take, it's probably a draw. Okay. I'm going to offer him a draw. I'm sorry, it's kind of boring here. Why is Berlin so much fun? I don't know if it's much fun. It's just that I haven't been to Berlin for almost 20 years, which is really a long time. And well, it's Germany's capital with some sites. I haven't even seen up close the reorganized German parliament and things like that. So I wasn't very exciting. Maybe this time. Let's go. Okay, let's go e5. The good old Scotch. This guy, is this a new account of My Way or something? No. Wow, he's got millions of games. Knight f5 here. Yeah. Okay. Request is for the Chigorin Rui Lopez. Yeah, my old favorite there. Yeah, I would have played it probably, but I got the Scotch game sprung on me. Queen d2 is a good move now. That has been played a couple of times against me by My Way, or an interesting move, let's say. And I have again forgotten what's good against that. I think knight g4 still. But still My Way played that against me a couple of times. What is the point of trying to induce c3? The point is that there's no knight coming to c3 anymore. In many variations, this is quite important. What is this? Yeah, white has no development at all and can play b4. You're not serious about that, right? Okay. This requires punishment. Bishop g4. He's going queen d2. That's not going to work. Bishop f2, king takes, knight e4, king g1. This is just about holding. It looks crazy. Okay. Yeah, isn't knight h5 now strong? Knight h5. He's got a check, but I don't see it. I'm sorry. Let's play this. Let's check on h6. Ah, that's sick. That's sick stuff. Okay, h6. Oh, I think, you know what? He resigned. He resigned. He resigned, yeah, and I think with good reason. I don't see how he defends against knight takes g3. I don't have sound on, so you don't see that. I have a challenge here. Let's close that. Okay, next one. Astane. I am. Who is that guy? I think I played him recently. Alex Astane Lopez. Okay. Yeah, b4 and f3. That wasn't the best possible combination of moves, probably. So knight bd2. Yeah, let's go d6. Yep. There's a comment. Yeah, that knight h5 was a very bad pinning situation. I wonder if I had this against the same player only recently. Yeah, I will finish my e5 repertoire on YouTube. Yeah, definitely. I did the Evans Gambit, and the next one will be about the Italian old main lines with c3 and d4. It's already prepared, but I have to produce it and check some minor things. e5 now. It's an uncommon moment to do that. I don't want to grab the pawn. That's not a good idea. I wonder, just d5 or... Okay, let's, e5. That's a question. Have I ever tried the Play Magnus app? Yes, I did. I know that it sounds wacky. I tried that, and I have played Magnus there at various ages, and I actually made a video playing on my iPad. It was rather complicated, actually, that setup. It was actually fun, and then I deleted the video accidentally. It was a bit of a shame. I have beaten, I think I won against up to age 12. 12 and 13 and 14 I got stuck. I'm not quite sure, something like that. There's a question. Were you impressed by Wei Yi's play in the World Cup? Yeah. I think he's remarkably resilient for his age. I mean, age 16, and he's fantastic nerves and very difficult to beat in those rapid time control events. I think actually that in terms of strategic understanding, he's really not yet on a super top level. But from a tactical point of view and everything, the pure sporting performance was very good. But you could see when you saw that match against Peter Swidler, that Swidler is still having a superior general understanding of the game. You could really see that. G6. I don't want to play G6 in this position. Yeah. F4 will come anyway. Not good. Very inconvenient. But I've got F4. It's not so easy to play. I mean, I have Queen E3 stuff. G6 is a very uncomfortable move. I really need to trade heavy pieces here. Then I'm kind of okay. There's a question, why no face cam in those longer YouTube videos? There is a reason for that. I'm usually using the Dasher software, a different software to that one here. And in Dasher, the setup of the screen is in a way that I feel I don't have a good place to put the camera on, or yeah, I don't have a good placement for the camera, I think. So I rarely use that. 97. There's a question. What do I say about Nakamura's chances against Komodo on November? I don't really know what that is. Is Nakamura playing Komodo? Maybe you can give me some more information. I didn't really learn about that. I don't know what that is. Is he playing a match? I mean, okay, so I cannot take on f4, unfortunately. Yeah, probably the bishop back somehow. Yeah, maybe g5. I know it looks bad. Nakamura will play Komodo in Prague with odds. Wow. In Prague. Why exactly in Prague? Okay, anyway. Yeah, he needs some odds probably. The engine is nowadays really too strong for regular competition. Interesting move. Bishop there. Probably out of moves here. Yeah, I am probably just lost, huh? Or yeah, well, maybe I can go like rook f6. Okay. Rook f6, g6, something like that. It probably is lost anyway. But I don't know. Games with f-pawn ops and exchange odds. Okay. Funny. Yeah, I have no idea with the odds if this is helping a lot. No, Komodo is not developed by people from the Czech Republic. I think it's from Americans. One of them is Larry Kaufman, the grandmaster, also wrote a couple of books. Yeah, it's still, I mean, I'm lost here, but I'm still kind of hanging in there. C5. He probably has a couple of ways to win here. Let's take here. Yeah, my bishop here is hanging. Huh? This is the issue. One of the issues. Yeah, it's just lost. Nothing I can do here, really. Nah, my queen. Yeah, okay, it was lost. He outplayed me very nicely there. I always had a bad position somehow. Okay, there's a question. Are the opening books for white according to Arnand good as reference work? Yeah, they're not bad at all, but they are a couple of years old, and they are very heavy on lines. I mean, they provide very little in terms of why this move is chosen, or whatever. It's a very variation heavy series of books. If you want an E4 book, E4 opening book, I think something to check out is the upcoming Quality Chess publication by Grandmaster John Shaw. He's doing a two-volume book on 1E4, which is maybe easier to handle than the Anand books. I'm not saying that they're bad, it's just that they have their issues, let's say. What about this here? H3, I guess. That's the question. What am I doing when I don't play chess? Not much. Not much, really. I'm complete chess nut. So he's attacking b2, right? Rook b1, really? It's a bit lame. Anyway, let's do it. Yeah, we have some kind of Benoni type of position. I could have played even b4 in this. What is black doing here? I don't get it. Bishop here. Is there something bad happening to me or not? I don't quite know. Yeah, chess is my only job now. Yes, I quit last year on my office job and nowadays focus on chess teaching. How do I do this? This queen is so offside. I just need to attack it somehow with knight d2 or something. Bishop c2 is taking c4. That's no good. Does he want to play b5? Maybe. I can do this maybe for bishop c2. Yes, I had a regular kind of job. I worked in a bank for 17 years in controlling. So I was mostly counting the money the bank spent on IT, if you want, counting, doing reporting, and yeah, trying to help the management to decide on things. Usually unsuccessfully. They simply wouldn't do what I want them to do. I don't know. Okay, now I'm playing b4. No one is stopping me from that. Okay, so b5 for more space. I liked space. Yeah, okay, now I'm switching to the king side. What is a good book to start with the Spanish? Not so easy, really. Is there a good repertoire book? I mean, you mean for white, probably, right? You asked about the Anand series. Nah, not that I'm aware of. Something that is kind of usable. There have been things like Spanish books. There was one by Andrew Reed, I think, but it was about some sideline. What's the name? The Vorel variation with Queen e2, or Vorel. I don't know how it is pronounced. I'm sorry. Yeah, while talking about the Spanish opening, Mr. Nefertem here is kind of asking himself how to prevent queen g7 mate, and this wouldn't lead to anything. It's just mate next move. It was a pretty bad position that he had, moving his queen a bit too often. The Voral attack, yes, this is the line that is discussed in Endo Greed's book on the Spanish. I really don't know anything great recently on the Rui for white. I'm not sure what John Shaw is doing. I mean, there's probably something by Mr. Neji coming out. He's probably will do the Spanish opening. D5 here. But I don't know. When or what exactly he will do. Neji, I mean, in the GM repertoire series. E4 here. What? I don't really. What kind of line is that here? I have no idea. As a question, do I play blindfold chess? No, I never do that. Not because I think it's particularly bad or anything. It's just never been a focus. Knight c3. No, knight c3 cannot be bad. Which match in top level chess would be the most interesting at the moment? Yeah, I think Carlsen Caruana, I guess, is the most interesting one. I started with chess age 13, I guess. Really late, and I joined a club with 14 or 15, this kind of age. A bit late, but it shows that there's still hope to get to somewhat decent level. Yeah, the Grandmaster Repertoire series is a bit difficult. It's really sometimes close to unusable by normal people, and I'm including myself. I mean, I'm not really saying that that I'm the target group for those books. Sometimes I feel it's just far too much. So let's have a look there. I don't believe this one bit what black is doing here. But how to play? Knight d5 he will take, and then I'm okay, but I'm not better. Not much at least. Knight a4. That doesn't lead to much. Maybe this and take with the pawn. Someone says Grishuk versus Carlsen would be cool with one more hour for Grishuk. That's maybe true, yeah. But Grishuk without his time travel wouldn't really be Grishuk, right? So here, what am I doing here? He's going to target this pawn. I think I'm just going to cover it. The question, when I started playing, did I study all the time or just played casually and then started to study later? Yeah, well, I think everybody kind of starts in a casual way and then gets more serious about it. We were just playing like kids, and there was some group at our school, and yeah, and then I wanted to get better, so it all started from there. Yeah, now my bishops get really strong. Yeah, Grishuk gets into time trouble because he needs cigarette breaks. Yeah, this is probably one point of it, but it's also, I think he's probably some kind of action junkie who just needs it. But he really does smoke during the games. Takes his cigarette breaks. I really could witness that firsthand when I played the European Club Cup last year in Spain. He was out all the time smoking. Not all of the time, but quite frequently. I also used to go there. I mean, I'm not smoking anymore, but I like to leave the hall and walk a little bit, and you had the few smokers out there smoking all the time. It's really kind of obvious that smoking has become something rare in top level chess. I mean, there were only really a few people there smoking. Yeah, my bishops are really strong. What about that b7 pawn, Mr. Kekrum? Yeah, okay, I'm going rook d1 and rook c1 and rook c7, I guess. Okay, I didn't think about this move that much. Can I castle, or is that bad? Castle, bishop takes rook d1, king e7. Yeah, someone says that bishop does not know where he spends the time. Yeah, it's quite often the case with the notorious time travel players, that they don't really know what they think about. Yeah, this is not the ideal result, really, from my great position. At least I'm a minute up on the clock. Yeah, this... How do I play here? Like rook c1, he's got rook b8. I think I'll probably centralize, then play b3. He might have bishop c5. Yeah, there's one remark here in the chat that is very true. Someone says that they waste time during a game of chess thinking about earlier decisions that they regret. Yeah, and this is a really common mistake that leads to time trouble very often. That you kind of think, why didn't I do this and that? And this is a really total waste of time. I understand the idea. Yeah, you kind of think, but this is really bad. You only should focus on the position at hand, just the one that you have in front of you, and not what happened before or what you could have done differently or things like that. This is really something to do. Okay, now I can take on d7 and then march up there. It's a very simplistic way of playing. It cannot really be good, huh? Now let's just play normal moves. Can I do this? Yeah, I think I can. No? Knight c5 I can take with the rook. So maybe here, trying to trade rooks. Okay, I'm going up with my king. There's a question if you should play shorter games or longer games. I'm trying to improve. I think this is an interesting discussion, which is kind of debated among chess coaches, mostly about should you play Blitz or not. I think that Blitz is totally fine to play as long as you don't overdo it. It's a good way playing Blitz to get games in and learn about patterns, opening patterns, things like that. So it makes perfect sense to play some Blitz. What am I doing here? Is he really coming to f5? I misplayed that, huh? Yeah, I really misplayed that. Not winning this game is kind of heartbreaking. I wonder if I can try something. Probably not, huh? It's really just a draw. Or can I stop him? Can I stop the pawn? Just about here. And I'm covering all those. Okay, it's a draw. Okay, interesting game, I guess. So, yeah, playing too much Blitz is too much. Playing too much Blitz is too much. Nah, that was a weird sentence. You can play some Blitz, but shouldn't overdo it. If you want something in between, something like between, let's say, 15 to 25 minutes and an increment. 5 seconds, 10 seconds is good. Someone mentioned 15-10 as a good time control. Yes, 15-10 is not bad. There's a question. Do I agree with John Bartholomew that the main difference between players in the 1800 to 2000 range and those higher rated is primarily in regard to positional chess and endgame ability? I think there are a couple of things, definitely. Positional things are really important. If you compare the 2000 player with let's say a FIDE master or something, but in general the FIDE master or master player or even higher is usually better in all aspects of the game, not just in one. But it happens that people like on 2000, for example, 2000 is a weird rating range. There are or rating area, if you want it like that. There are a couple of people around 2000 who are really strong tactically, but cannot really do anything in regards to strategic chess. So these are very they're very dangerous players, but they have problems with long-term planning and things like that. Okay, I'm playing Kenstar. This is actually not an IM, that's a Grandmaster. Kenny Solomon. He got his GM title, I think last year by winning the African Continental Championships. And it's quite funny. He's playing my line, the line that I play against the King's Indian, the Makagonov. I'm not quite sure what I did here, if that was any good or not. Queen a5, he's got knight c4. Yeah, chess is weird. Chess is weird. The skill sets are completely different for people. That's good. Do you agree that 1800 players should mainly do tactics? No, not really. It should be a regular part of training, but I'm not sure if it's a question of mainly. I think I can do many things that make some sense. That's an interesting way to play. If I go f4, he has h6 later. Very, very weird stuff. There's a question. Any advice how to study openings at ratings over 2100? Mainly books. Question mark. No, I think, I mean, okay, there are good books, of course, that you can use, but if you are really above 2100, what you should do is mostly is getting a database software that you have probably anyway, but you need a normal database software like Chessbase, get a good big database, and then compile your own opening files. So you should basically search through the database and put together what you like. Yeah, I have to go to H8. This is kind of kind of wrong. But what can you do? Yeah, you have to basically compile your own opening files, and this is the way to do it. Not copy what other people think, but try to develop your own theory, basically. And this will really help a lot. If you are really above 2100, you are good enough to do that. Yeah, I wonder if he can go d6 or something like that for a check on c4. He covered that, yeah, so I'm at least on time to do this. But now he has got knight c4, which is really bothering me quite a bit. Yeah. d4 is a huge issue. What does it, d4? Someone wrote d4 in the chat. No, the bishop on h8 is a huge issue. What a bad piece. Yeah, this is understandable. He wants to trade that. The only thing my position has in its favor is, when that's probably not so relevant, I'm a bit better developed at the moment. So yeah, there's a slight miscoordination in White's pieces. So yeah, f3 quite clearly. I'm not sure that this was good, that he allowed this. Now I'm getting active, really active. Knight c3, queen b2. Yeah, you don't need to play 1d4 to improve your strategic play. Yeah, you can play e4 and being strategic, sure. The main issue with e4 in terms of getting a strategic position is the Sicilian. And there you can easily go for bishop b5 lines, which are they're probably not even worse than regular lines. Yeah, White is going for swindle mode. I understand, really. My bishop is still buried there. What now? Queen b5 or rook b5. Rook b5, there is this check there on c4. This is actually a draw. So let's take with the queen and hope that I'm okay here. It's not easy because my bishop my bishop is just so amazingly bad. What to do against the Sicilian with e6, because you cannot go bishop to b5? Yeah, that's a good question. I usually recommend to play 3 c3 or 3 g3. Both are pretty strategic and not so difficult to learn. I need the d7 pawn, definitely. Yeah, my bishop on h8. What a great piece. And let's trade one rook. Rook to c8, huh? Yeah, this is really, it's not great, yeah, that bishop here. Okay, I'm giving that back. Okay, I'm giving the piece back. I'm tired of this piece there in the corner. Now my h-pawn is dangerous. Maybe I should have gone rook h7 actually. Okay, that's not bad. Oh wait, not so quick. Let's take this. This should really promote the pawn. Yeah, that bishop on h8, a video that I released today on my channel also had that. It's pretty terrible. Nah, come on. It's never going to be quick enough. Am I doing something stupid here? No, don't tell me that. Yeah, so I stopped the pawns. So at the end of the session here, I'm winning like a couple of points, maybe like 2 or so. Yeah, the bishop was an entombed piece. Yeah. Someone asks, am I a fan of Jeremy Silman? I cannot really tell because I only have one book that he wrote, the Reassess Your Chess book, and I have to admit that I got it but never really looked at it so much. Didn't find the time. Many people like his book, so it's probably pretty okay. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this live stream. It's been a little bit longer than usual, 1 hour 15 minutes or so. No, okay, the other ones are usually that long as well. Hope you enjoyed it, and I might be streaming on Tuesday as well. So Tuesday the 29th. Not entirely sure. I'll put out a message to see on my channel. Thanks for watching, guys.